What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today you're gonna be watching some Modern Warfare 2. No, it's not Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. No, yes, you geniuses in the comment section yesterday. Even though I said it clearly, yeah, I have not played the beta yet. Okay, and a lot of people got huge mad about me not playing it and still making a video on it, as if that video wasn't going to take off and do super well. Not that I only upload for views, but like if there's an opportunity as a YouTuber, I'm going to take it. And I think if you're not in the YouTube game, I can understand how you'd be like confused or even a little annoyed. But for the people who got huge mad at me for not playing it and making a video on it, like, it's not like I didn't do my research. Like, did I say anything that was like completely wrong or anything? Like, obviously a lot of it was opinion and subjective, but I think a large portion of the community would agree with me. And it's not like these aren't my actual takes. It's not like I don't play Call of Duty normally. I mean, you can see I'm playing Modern Warfare 2019 in this gameplay, unfortunately, but we'll talk about that later. Today, I wanted to talk about how Infinity Ward really doesn't seem like they listened. And this video is subject to change because, again, we've only seen one weekend of the beta. There's another weekend coming up. There's the full launch of the game. A lot of things could potentially change. But what I'm strictly referring to right now, RN at the moment, is the fact that they didn't launch the beta with things in mind already. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they had some things in mind already, but as far as the launch of this beta goes, they left a lot of things a specific way. And what I'm talking about is like Dead Silence, the minimap, Last Stand, right? They left certain things a specific way, and maybe they have room to change it in the beta from weekend 1 to weekend 2 or from launch of the game, whatever. Maybe they're planning on changing it. However, I really just don't get the fact that they're so reluctant to change. They're so unwilling to change their personal like viewpoint on camping, on movement, on sliding, on everything like that, right? Like, I just don't get why they're so unwilling to change. Maybe you can help me understand in the comment section. So, if you're new to the channel, if you enjoy the commentary at any point, gameplay either, I think I got like 50 kills or something in this gameplay, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Yesterday's video did really well. Hoping we can continue capitalizing on the success of I guess not really being a big fan of Modern Warfare 2019 or Modern Warfare 2, but again, for the geniuses out there, I'm going to say it again. I have not played it yet, okay? This is not my full opinion. This is just what I'm spectating. This is just what I'm seeing and hearing. Again, I'm going to make my own opinion. I will play this game. If I'm going to make a video without playing the game, do you think I'm really going to make a video? Or do you think I'm not going to make a video once I end up playing the game? Like, obviously I will, okay? Like, it's not that, it doesn't take a genius to figure this out, okay? So what am I talking about here, right? Like, what is Infinity Ward, I guess, so reluctant to change? Well, first off, the maps. I'm gonna come out and say they actually, so far, again, we've only seen a small sample size, but so far the maps that I've seen aren't terrible. They don't look great, but compared to your Euphrates Bridge, your Azir Cave or Asshair Cave, what do you want to say, Back Out Backlot, Piccadilly, things like that, a lot of the maps don't seem terrible. I don't think I've seen so many doors anymore. I don't think there's as many camping spots. So for the most part, bravo so far. Infinity Ward, seriously, like, so far so good. Okay, I'm not gonna say that all these maps are gonna be great and amazing or super special or whatever, but so far what we've seen, pretty tolerable, pretty all right. Unfortunately, that's kind of where the good stuff ends, because they are so reluctant to change that they did not change the minimap. Do you guys remember back in the Modern Warfare 2019 beta, they launched the game, get this, stay with me here, if you weren't here for this, you missed out big time, but they launched Modern Warfare 2019 without a minimap in general. Yes, just let that sink in if you weren't aware. They literally had it, so it was literally a hardcore simulator, except not hardcore. It was like actual, like, you died in like 3 to 4 shots instead of like 1 shot. I don't know who in their right mind at Infinity Ward, what developer, what playtester, who let this slide to the point where it was like, hey, you know what? This, fan favorite staple thing that's been in every single Call of Duty game, let's just get rid of it completely, and it's not even like a little thing like a weapon inspect or something like that. And it's just a core part of what's made Call of Duty the past like 14 years. Just whatever, a mini map, who cares about that, right? Out of sheer reluctance and just like completely caving to the majority, because obviously it was a terrible idea, they ended up bringing it back. However, they didn't bring it back the correct way, because when you shoot an unsilenced weapon, any gun, AR, submachine gun, shotgun, you're supposed to show up on the minimap as a red dot. This is to indicate that people people can, hey, you know what, you don't get to sit around in a corner and people won't know where you are. Okay, if you're sitting around, people are gonna know, hey, you're there. It's your cue to move, I guess, essentially. Infinity Ward knew this. They thought about this, they play tested it, and they said, no, you know what, you don't need a cue to move. You want to sit around and be in this corner hiding with an unsilenced weapon, which, by the way, the whole minimap thing ruins silencers also, because like there's 0 point in using a silencer. The point of the silencer is to stay off the minimap. So, it comes at a cost of your range and your damage, right? Usually. So what's the point of giving that up if there's no point in hiding on the minimap anymore? So just completely terrible decision there. I don't know what they're doing, but this whole minimap thing is just like, nobody liked it, right? Like maybe some people liked it. I guess there are some people with just bad taste in the world. Sorry if you're one of them in the comments section. I guess you're gonna come at me again. People are huge man in the comments these days. But if you have bad taste and you really like this, maybe you're just a camper. And if you're a camper, this is gonna be a game for you. But for the most part, a lot of people don't enjoy camping. I know that's mind-blowing to realize, but you know what? A lot of people don't like camping. Pro players, Warzone players, YouTubers, streamers, average Joes, camo grinders. People don't really like to sit around. People like getting stuff done. People like running around and having fun. Yes, there's a huge subsection of people who do camp. I realize that. I've watched Thunder. I've watched The Black Worm. Whether you're trolling or whether you're serious about camping, Wings of Redemption style 2018 or 2008 rather. I've seen it. Okay, I've seen all types of campers. I've even camped before myself. I have had to, you know what I'm saying? But let's get off campers. Let's talk about another, I guess we're not getting off campers. We're actually going to talk about dead silence next. How many times, how many videos, how many YouTubers, streamers, anybody have you heard basically straight up say dead silence should be a perk in Modern Warfare 2019? It's been a perk since then in Cold War and Vanguard, so it's not like Call of Duty Activision is tone deaf to the idea of it. However, they are tone deaf, as in Infinity Ward is tone deaf to willing to change. They still have not made dead silence a perk in Modern Warfare 2 from the beta, whatever. Like they have not done anything for it. I really don't know what goes through their mind. This is probably the biggest complaint since the game launched, besides like the maps in Modern Warfare 2019, which they actually did kind of adjust because they made the DLC like maps like way better. So, congrats to them for that. But dead silence, it's mind blowing. It's shocking how tone deaf Infinity Ward is to be bold enough to release a beta without even the option of like having dead silence as a perk. And you know what's actually like nutty about it? With the whole like perk system that they changed, you could have easily made dead silence a ultimate perk so you could get it at like halfway through. You could have made it so nerfed into the ground that like by the time someone wants dead silence, the game's almost halfway over or past halfway over. You could have made it like that. You could have nerfed it to that degree. And they still didn't go with it. They still don't want that. They would rather have it as an optional like timing thing. Plus, I think I told you, in a video before, if you missed it, go watch it. But I think I told you before in a video that they ended up nerfing it to a certain degree, as in nowadays you have to kind of hit a button to activate your dead silence, which makes no sense. I'm not sure what they're doing with that. It doesn't make any sense. Why does hitting a button suddenly make your steps quieter? Okay, yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever you say. You're trying to make this realistic too. I'm gonna lose brain cells here. And the very last thing that I wanted to talk about how Infinity Ward is just not listening. No comprendo, no hablo inglés. I don't know what's going on. Last Stand, my dudes. Oh my god. But this they want to make a perk. You know what I'm saying? Like dead silence can't be a perk. Last Stand Survivor is going to be a perk. Apparently, I saw this clip on Twitter or something like that, but apparently you can revive yourself more than once in the same life. Hello, you can't make it up, man. These guys are just so tone deaf. They're just so catering to the absolute bottom feeders, the worst Call of Duty players imaginable. Nobody gets better by having by having Last Stand or Final Stand in the game. Okay, nobody's gonna get better like this. You're not rewarding people for punishing good players and giving worse players a second chance. Nobody's happy with it. The only people are gonna be like the terrible players, and at that point, not to disrespect them or anything, but like you know, you got to get good at somehow, right? And if you're gonna get good, I don't know what to tell you. You know, that's not the way to do it. That's not the way you're gonna get good. But anyway, that's it for the video. That's all the time I have. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. Again, haven't played Mono for 2019 or 2022 rather. So I mean, you know, when it comes out this weekend, I'll be sure to and give my honest opinions on it. But till then, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day and peace.